Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So today we're going to revive one of the old forgotten videos on the channel, and I'm going to leave a link in the description to the playlist for the last two parts. It's What If Kid Vegeta Came to Earth. So where we last left off, they just gathered the Dragon Balls. Bulma was originally wanting to make the wish for Vegeta to notice her, but with the appearance of Yamcha, she's seen that there's other guys that she'll become interested in, other guys that are actually interested in her without a wish being made. So she says to Vegeta he can make the wish. He's shocked at this and notices that she's getting close to Yamcha. He gets a bit angry at this, just snarls and says, "Fine, I'll make my wish." And the wish he makes is to understand how to become a Super Saiyan. So Shenron, obviously he's going to know this. He tells Vegeta basically it comes from a need, not a desire. You need to have pure heart to become a Super Saiyan. Vegeta just looks to the ground and says, maybe that old man was right. Maybe he knows something that can help. Vegeta turns to Goku and Raditz and says, "We're going to the old man. I think he can help us. Maybe he has a key to become a Super Saiyan." Yamcha just looks on and he doesn't know what he's going to do. Bulma grabs his arm and says, "Yamcha, why don't you come back with me to West City?" Vegeta just looks at them in anger. Although he wasn't interested in Bulma at all during the time he's been on Earth, it's kind of a jealousy thing, wanting what he can't have, now seeing that she's interested in someone else, someone so weak compared to him. It's got under his skin a bit. Yamcha jumps at the chance to go and stay with Bulma, and he says to Raditz, "I'm gonna train while I'm at Bulma's, and I'm gonna become as strong as you one day." Raditz, he's not like Vegeta, he's not as angry. He just smirks and says, "You can try, Earthling, but you'll never get there." Yamcha smirks back and says, "Sounds like a challenge to me." So they shake hands and they all go their separate ways. Once they get to Roshi's island, he learns that Saiyans are from a planet with 10 times Earth's gravity. So the shells that he would have originally given Goku and Krillin, he has to make them a lot heavier for Raditz and Vegeta, especially seeing as though they've trained in 10 times Earth's gravity. And he'll have to go right back to the basics to give Vegeta and Raditz more of an understanding of fighting. So they actually arrive a few days earlier than what Goku originally did. This means that Roshi's island, he moves his house to the training island much sooner than he did before. They don't find lunch, they just find a random girl who eventually just turns Roshi down and leaves. This is because the times don't line up with each other for Goku and Krillin finding lunch, as it would with Goku, Raditz and Vegeta fighting her. So they move and Krillin gets to the island too late and he doesn't know what to do. The training is the same, just with a lot heavier shells and a lot more intensified. Vegeta becomes impatient after a while and wants to learn some actual fighting techniques. So eventually Roshi has to give in and he has to teach Vegeta, Raditz and Goku some techniques. Goku has become a lot stronger, a lot quicker, because we all know what Goku's like. He has to keep up with any strong fighter around him. But training is intensified, and now we get to the World Tournament. But without Krillin, it's going to be a bit interesting, and there still is going to be a Jackie Chun. So first round, Yamcha versus Jackie Chun. So this is a lot closer a fight than what it was before, because this time Yamcha's got a much higher goal in mind. He knows that he's nowhere near the strength of Raditz, Goku or even Vegeta, but he's intensified his training. He's actually done a bit of training with Nappa, so he's learnt a bit more. Jackie Chun, Master Roshi, he doesn't hold back as much, but he does eventually get the win. The next fight is Raditz versus Bacterian. Raditz, he just easily dismantles him. Doesn't really take much, because he's not really bothered about the smell. Even if he was, he still wouldn't let it affect him. The next fight is Nam versus Goku. This is still a pretty good fight, Like originally it was pretty even. This time Goku has more of an edge, eventually defeating Nam, and then Vegeta will fight Jiren. And it's pretty easy a fight for Vegeta. Jiren's advantage was the goo that he fired from his mouth wrapping up Goku. Vegeta with his pure strength, and then his other advantage was flying. Vegeta knows how to fly. He gets him at every turn and just dismantles him. So the next round, Raditz versus Jackie Chun. I know what you guys are thinking. Raditz is far stronger, but with the appearance of the three Saiyans, Master Roshi has actually been training too. It's quite sneaky how he's been doing it, but he has been training without Saiyans knowing, and he has gotten a lot stronger. And with knowing more techniques than Raditz, being a seasoned fighter, it's kind of like how Krillin holds his own against so many powerful fighters in Dragon Ball Z and Super. He uses his techniques, his knowledge of fighting, his experience, and that's what comes in handy for him, and he defeats Raditz. Now, Goku versus Vegeta. This is a pretty one-sided fight. Vegeta is far stronger than Goku. Even though Vegeta doesn't have the same experience that he would have done normally, he's still very strong. He's just started to develop his techniques. So has Goku. It's really the strength difference that makes all the difference here. Vegeta wins. Now the final, Vegeta versus Jackie Chun. So Master Roshi, he knows that brute strength will not work here. He has to use his superior speed and agility, which Vegeta has lacked in his training. He manages to get the edge on the Saiyan. Vegeta tries to hit him with his tail to catch him off guard, seeing as he's kept it concealed the entire time. Roshi grabs it. This is before Vegeta's strengthened his tail. He actually does feel a lot of pain with it. Taking this into account, using this to his advantage, Master Roshi Jackie Chun knows that this is his only chance, and he fires Vegeta out of the ring and wins. So Vegeta is kind of impressed by this. He says maybe there's something to that tactic thing that Master Roshi was talking about. When the tournament concludes, Roshi says to the three of them, you need to go out on your own journey and become stronger. But this time all three of them go out on the search for the 4-star Dragon Ball. Vegeta wants to know more about what's left of his race, who's left and what he needs to do. Goku just wants to get the Dragon Ball. Yamcha goes to train with Master Roshi. Bulma goes and joins him, and Nappa actually goes as well. Seeing how much of a difference it's made for Raditz and Vegeta, he wants to see if the old man can actually help him, and Master Roshi knows that he needs to get stronger, so he's going to train with them. Gathering all the Dragon Balls, it starts off the same. It's when they get to the Dragon Ball with Umpa and his father, this is when things change, because Goku just breezed through getting all the other Dragon Balls. This is the first one that really has a big change. So Mercenary Tao comes and he tries to kill Upa's father. Vegeta stops him. But while Mercenary Tao is looking on in shock of how Vegeta managed to stop him from killing someone, Raditz charges him, beating down the mercenary. He eventually throws the grenades like he originally did. This time it's Goku that still kicks the grenade back up to him. This is when Upa and his father said that the three of them can probably climb Korin Tower and get stronger. So they do. It takes a few days, but they all eventually catch Korin and drink the sacred water. And it doesn't really do much for any of them, but the added training, the speed and agility that they gained from trying to catch Korin, it's helped them along a lot. That's what Vegeta was lacking in. The fact that he didn't have the speed and agility that he would in canon because of his lack of experience. So now moving on, They gather the rest of the Dragon Balls pretty easy when it comes to taking down the Red Ribbon Army at their base. Goku did it very easily himself. This time they're just dismantled in minutes. So now it comes to the part where they have to go to Fort Nutella Barbas. But they recruit Yamcha to actually boost their numbers in fighting in the tournament. And this is done very quickly. All of Barba's fighters are dismantled, and when it comes to Grandpa Gohan, Goku fights Gohan regardless of who fought before him. It doesn't really matter who's fought so far, because any one of them can defeat all these foes. So Goku fights Grandpa Gohan, and it is pretty similar to what originally happened. They get the Dragon Ball, and there's no rush in anything really. They bring the Dragon Ball back to Fort Nutella Barbas, and they summon the dragon. That is where I'll leave it for now. What do you think they'll wish for? Will Vegeta wish to know more about the Saiyan race? Will Goku wish for Grandpa Gohan to come back? Or will Raditz want his father back? All these questions and more to be answered next time, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. I will see you all next time. Bye.